We're here to interview Jane Dhillon.
If you hold on a second, I'll just ring you.
Okay, thank you.
We've got some tough questions for Jay. I'm a little bit hungry.
We're recording now.
Hello, Daddy. Welcome to the Business Mentor Podcast. I'm Tara Dhillon. I'm 9 years old, and this is
Katrina Dhillon, and I'm 5 years old.
Thank you for having me on the show. It's an honour to be here. I hear you've got some really amazing questions. The receptionist has pre-warned me. So, looking forward to them. Thank you.
Okay, question 1. When and how did you start your career?
So, if you look at the business journey, I really was selling things when I was 13, 14 years old, the car stereos. But my first business, after getting some experience in one, was around about 23. So 23 years when I first set my business, which was a recruitment agency, which is not far from here in Burton-on-Trent.
Katrina?
Why did you start your business?
Why did I start my business? A great question. Because growing up, we didn't really have much, I had a really good network, and I really wanted to create something of my own. So one day I can call it my own business, and I can help people. We help people in jobs, in housing, and also through the podcast, through business. So really was to help other people, but also create something of my own that my children could be proud of. So that was a real ambition that I wanted to do.
What do you do at work?
What do we do at work? We do lots of things. So I run several businesses, but a lot in the studio here, we're recording. So we record the podcast, record the audio, you can see all the cameras around, the lights. This goes to my YouTube. Really, just helping improve the businesses go forward. So if you're looking at this set here, we do audio recording. In my other offices, we do recruitment, and obviously the property business as well, that runs on the side.
Do you like your work?
Yeah, I do like my work. I do like my work. Now, I always say this to entrepreneurs and people, it's not always easy. We have problems. Sometimes the audio doesn't record or bury stuff in here, or, it's we're on take 2 of this one, by the way. So things do happen. So I think, there's always challenges. So, it's not always fun. But I do like coming in and overcoming the challenges. I've had some tough challenges in 20 years in business. But yeah, I do like coming into work.
What is the funniest thing that has happened at work?
Funniest thing? I'd probably say a lot to do with the media and the audio stuff we do. I think sometimes, we forget certain things, or I'll say something on camera which would be quite funny. And there's plenty of content which we've got where I've done lots of stuff that we could probably release one day.
Have you thought about making a bloopers video?
Yeah, funny enough, we looked at it, didn't we? And we are looking to release that, and we've got a lot of bloopers. Trust me, people think, you see a video and that just happens straight away. But there's plenty of people who drop things and fallen off things, and we will release that at some point, yeah.
Daddy, what's the best thing at work?
Best thing at work? The best thing is I love this creative side. I love creating content, I love creating videos, I love creating podcasts, I love helping people, I love helping companies, helping my mentees go on to doing great things. So really, I love helping people. And the great thing is when you get a message, saying that they've helped someone with a podcast, or I've had a company who's done well and picked up more clients. So a lot of, helping people. I really enjoy that part of the business. Making money is good as well, but yeah.
Where did you get the name Business Mentor Podcast from?
Great question. So the Business Mentor Podcast came from my mentoring work. So when I sold the business in 2013, you wasn't here yet, Katrina, but I wanted to give something back, and I had the opportunity of doing stuff for the Prince's Trust. And they recruited me, we came together as a business mentor. And during my time in business, even my first agency, I used to help people, and they used to sort of laugh and say, Jay, you're a mentor. A lot of people say I'm a mentor. And I just thought, great. When the podcast came out, I shared my idea with a lot of people. and this sort of fits in well what I do, which is helping people. Also, the podcast is about mentoring people who can't get a mentor. So if you can't get a mentor, which is really hard to get the right mentor, then you've got, 100 episodes now, which you can go through, get the information, get the interviews, which can then help you guys help them go forward.
If you could give someone one piece of advice, what would it be?
I would say one piece of advice would be pick something you like doing, whether it's business or, an industry that you're interested in. I was always interested in recruitment because that's what helped me get a job initially. And then work hard. Set goals and work hard. I think working hard and keep on consistent and patience is probably the one bit of advice I'd give. We did a tribute video to Kobe Bryant very recently. Tragic loss for him and his daughter, and I felt that obviously as a father myself. But I would say if you work hard and you dedicate, all the mentors will tell you that, and learn your craft. People say it's very easy to start a business in this day and age. It actually is. In fact, me and Luca did a 30-day challenge. But I would say, if you look at the long-term thing, like I did for 10 years, and keep working day in, day out, get the wins as well. But I think work hard work, dedication, and learning, and keep learning.
Jay, can we work for you?
Jay! Of course you can. You can definitely work for me. Are you sure you want to work for me?
Yeah.
I'll probably work for you. Maybe you can run the companies one day. It'll be an honour for you guys to work, but you've got a lot of learning to do on the way, right? So your school and stuff. Yeah, but definitely. What would you do if you worked here?
I forgot.
You forgot. What would you do?
Media stuff.
Media stuff, yeah? So you're pretty good on media, aren't you? You like your programming and stuff, which is cool.
If you could be any animal, which one would you choose and why?
I like to be. We watched Lion King, didn't we? What
Yeah.
a great film. I like to be the lion. Someone who's shows authority, but also inspires other people. So I have a softer side as well. But I like the lion. It's a great film, by the way, wasn't it?
You're the
Enjoyed it.
king because you're in the business.
Yeah, well, a king's job is to help other people, right? So even if you're at the top, your main thing is in making sure that the people that you help are achieving their goals.
What social media platforms are you on and why?
Oh, good question. So I'm on all social media platforms. Facebook, obviously I'm on. We've got quite a lot of connections on there. So we put content on there just to document the journey, release episodes of the podcast and content around what we're doing. LinkedIn, a business platform again, releasing content. We're on Instagram, we do inspirational quotes, inspirational stories as well. Podcast, bit of an audio type social media. We're on YouTube now, we're recording this stuff now, which goes onto YouTube, and we distribute it. And TikTok, we use TikTok now, just testing that platform because it's really good. And obviously our friend Luca Galoni's been here a few times. He loves that platform, so it's a growing platform. So I think it's good to be in all of them, but we're now focusing more on the YouTube and podcast.
Are you famous, Daddy?
Am I famous? That's a good question. Am I famous? I'm probably famous to a few, but a lot of people do follow me at the moment. Got a lot of social media followers, a lot of podcast listeners, and I think that's humbling for me. Coming from where I was and not knowing many people at the time we were growing up, but to have all these people send nice messages and review the stuff that I'm doing. Maybe I'm famous, but I don't think I'm famous.
We think you're famous.
You think that's great? That's great.
Why did you become an entrepreneur?
Why did I become an entrepreneur? I think the key thing for me was to do something better. To have something better. You guys go to a great school at the moment. I went to a good school, but it wasn't the best school. To obviously live in a better house, live in opportunities, and then really have the ability then to help other people. So I always want to start my own business and to build a business and be able to then maybe sell it, and also the freedom to do what I want to do and to explore. Now that has its pressures as well. People think business is easy, it's not. But the ability to change things and do this kind of stuff was probably one of my biggest drivers.
Who chooses your clothing for you?
My clothing. Oh, interesting. So I choose on myself, but your mummy has a bit of a hand. So Yeah, she just helped me choosing my clothes. So, you know, we've got a brand manager. Are they good clothes? Yeah, okay, that's cool, that's cool.
She chooses ours.
Does she? Yeah, you guys are looking amazing, by the way. Nicely dressed for the Business Mentor podcast interview.
Thank you.
Great
Thank
guest.
you.
What is your favourite football team?
My favourite football team. Come on, you guys must know it. What is my favourite football team?
Tottenham Hotspur.
Tottenham Hotspur is my love. I've been following them for as far as I know. Hoddle, waddle days. Great team, and Tottenham fans will know. We've had a tough time, but now we're getting somewhere. Obviously, Derby County, I played for the Derby Boys when I was younger, so that was the academy then. So obviously, like Derby County, because it's our hometown. My dad used to take me there when I was younger, which is good. So, you know, probably two teams, if I'm cheating a little bit, but Tottenham is the team that I passionately follow.
If you could choose any celebrity, who would it be?
Any celebrity?
And you can choose yourself.
Okay, that's a great question, and I've interviewed and met a lot of celebrities over the past sort of 2 years. I think I'm going to go for Kobe. I like Kobe, and obviously, you know, he's passed away, but I think for him to be so successful in not only basketball and business, you know, they were saying his stuff's worth over $1 billion, and to do it in a humble way, where he's giving back, and you watch his stuff on YouTube now, and it's so humbling the way he does it. He's not arrogant about it, and you know, you can tell that because everyone's like listing and so many great reviews on his business side. I'd probably say like him, and obviously I like Patrick McDavid, who's, you know, we exchanged messages, and he's a great guy, and we interviewed him. He's probably one of our first great podcast interviews, and he teaches a lot in business, and very good guy. So I think I'd always want to be myself, but you know, if I had a choice, probably Kobe, and what would be pretty cool because I like what he's done.
Who's your favourite singer?
My favourite singer? That's a good question. Who's my favourite singer? I actually like Bugsy Malone at the moment. I like Bugsy Malone.
Picture me sitting in the back cave, 9 screens, 3 of them specifically for CCTV, looking out onto the C60.
So yeah, he's pretty cool because his story again, you know, hard work, dedication, you know. Really good story, but we're looking at Bugsy on the podcast as well, but we're emailing his team. So if you're watching Bugsy, we're coming to an interview very soon.
What's your favourite business?
Favourite business? Ooh, I would say out of the businesses, I like what we do with the podcast and the academy. I really like that. We've got other businesses as well, but I just love the way we can create stuff, get you guys in the studio, reach such an array of people around the globe now through the podcast. And people are like getting in touch with us as well. So we're interviewing an NBA superstar very soon. We've got James Caan from Dragon's Den coming onto the podcast very soon as well. And great people to talk. So I like this, exciting, but there's a lot of work that goes into it. You know, a video can take probably weeks to edit, but you know, we enjoy the creativity around it. But I want my other businesses, my property and my recruitment side, still really enjoy that, and also the talent agency we've created.
Can you guess what our favourite movie is?
Oh, let's have a guess. Descendants?
No.
How many guesses can I have? One more?
And I'm going to give you 4.
Lion King?
No. No way.
Zombies?
Yes.
No, add a number.
Zombies 2?
Yes.
Yes, okay. Great. Not seen that one, but yeah. Cool. You got any more questions? These have been amazing questions, by the way. I don't think anyone can top these, but any more questions?
If you could choose any watch company, who would it be?
Oh, watch company. Oh, good question. I always like my Breitlings. So I've always bought these. I've got a few of these now. But I like the Breitling watch. I've always been passionate. I've had one since 2007. But I would say, yeah, I'd probably go for a Breitling, yeah? I think Breitlings are cool.
What's your favourite movie?
Favourite movie? Oh, great question. I like Gladiator. I love Gladiator. I think Gladiator is a great movie. Like Scarface as well. Probably can't watch that just yet, but Gladiator is a great movie. I like watching Gladiators.
What about Peaky Blinders and Bad
Oh,
Boys?
Peaky Blinders are amazing. That was probably the best show we've watched recently. Love Peaky Blinders. You'll probably see the poster up there, or the canvas we've got at Peak Lines. And what a great thing, we're trying to get him on the podcast. It'd be great to get him on the podcast as well.
What's your favourite song?
Favourite song? Okay. Favourite song? God, these are some tough questions.
I think I can guess what it is.
Go on then.
Is it in that song from Bad Boys, the Ritmo one?
Yeah, I like that one. I like that one. It's a good film, that is.
What's your favourite car?
Favourite car? My favourite car has got to be Aston Martin.
Knew it.
You know, I had one was it 26, 7, bought the Aston Martin, my dream car. Ever since I loved it, we go off to test drive them now. But obviously with the children, can't get in the back. We actually went recently, didn't we, to Aston Martin.
Yeah.
But you like the car, couldn't get in the back seat, so...
They're one of my favourites too.
Yeah, you like them, yeah. So if you work hard, maybe you can get one when you get older.
What's your favourite food?
Favourite food? Oh, I'm on... let's have a look, I like fish and chips. Do you like fish and chips? Even though we're on a health thing now, aren't we? But yeah, fish and chips is great.
What's your favourite pasta? So what would you have in your pasta?
Pasta? Oh. Carbonara? Carbonara? Is that a pasta?
Yeah.
Good. Awesome. So can I ask you a question now to end the podcast?
Yeah.
So, what would you like to be when you get older? What would you like to when you get older?
I would like to be an entrepreneur like you.
Entrepreneur. Why would you like to be an entrepreneur?
Because it takes a lot of hard work and dedication and you're so successful.
Okay.
I want to be the same.
You want to be the same. So you both want to be entrepreneurs when you get bigger, yeah? So you're going to help people. But what have you got to do first before you get there? You have to...
Work hard.
And be dedicated. Great. I want to thank you for interviewing me on the podcast in your lovely studio. And maybe you're going to launch your own podcast soon, are you?
Yeah.
You thinking about it? What would it be for?
It would be called the Young Entrepreneurs Podcast.
And what would you teach them?
I would teach them lots of business lessons, but also add a bit of fun into it.
Good, good. And what are you going to share? What you were on the radio recently in Derby Radio, on the Telegraph? And what were you in the radio for?
For sending things on eBay.
Yeah, so you like saying things on eBay. Can anybody do that?
Yeah.
Maybe you could do that for one of your episodes. How to sell things on eBay. That sound like a plan?
Yeah.
Good. Thank you for coming on. And you want to thank me for coming on your podcast, right?
Thank you for coming on to our podcast.
Thank you. That wrap?
Yeah.
Good, thank you.
Yay.
So thank you for watching that video. If you want to see other videos and great guests, make sure you subscribe and like the video. So you can now head over to my website where you can see a bit of my story of building and scaling my businesses, and also all the free resources and tools which you can help you on your journey in your brand and your business. You can also subscribe on the podcast, so you can check on iTunes, Spotify and other locations where you can find the podcast. And I look forward to catching you very soon. Thank you.